This Dexerdry video explains how to install Dexerdry on decks with boards running perpendicular or away from the house, as well as decks that incorporate an inside corner. We ask that you please watch our drip edge video, as well as all our other installation videos. These videos, along with our downloadable PDF written instructions, provide a comprehensive understanding of the Dexerdry installation requirements. Just click the Installation Instructions tab at Dexerdry.com. The model here shows 3 possible deck scenarios: decks that span over 20 feet, decks that run perpendicular to the house, and decks with an inside corner, or pocketed decks. This video focuses on the perpendicular and inside corner decks. The ledger board and framing are attached to the house. Decks that run perpendicular must be framed to accommodate a gutter, allowing for a 3/4 inch freeze board and an 1 3/8" overhang of the deck board. Gives us 5 inches to the outside of the frame, plus 3 inches to the next joist, for a total of 8 inches to allow for the gutter. We use protective tape as a barrier between the aluminum and the pressure-treated lumber to avoid corrosion. For detailed gutter construction, please watch our Decks That Span Over 20 Feet Part 1 video. With the gutter in place and properly flashed with tape, we're ready to install our freeze board. We miter the freeze board for the inside corner. Routing the freeze board is covered in the Installing Dexerdry video. The routed groove accepts our first piece of Dexerdry, which is also mitered. We use PVC conduit cutters for the job. Install the Dexerdry snug into the routed groove. Always caulk and flash the freeze board at any joint or corner. Dexerdry joints can only be glued at the freeze board. Use the rubber mallet to seat it firmly. Starting with an ungrooved or solid edge board, we route a groove at one end and a groove along the entire length of one side. We use the table saw to cut the drip edge on the side that will extend over the gutter. Tap the board into place using the rubber mallet, making sure the flange is installed evenly along the entire length and at the end of the deck board and the freeze board. A scrap piece of 2x4 is helpful when striking the deck board firmly. The board is ready to be installed. We're using top-mounted screws with color-matched plugs. Pre-drilling with a 3/16 drill bit is required for most composite deck boards. The screws are installed with an impact driver using a bit provided in the box of screws. The deck boards are ready to be prepped with the drip edge as described in previous videos. The next board to be installed is cinched tight against the freeze board, pre-drilled and screwed down. A hammer, chisel, and block of wood is a great way to cinch the boards tight. Install 2 screws per joist on all the deck boards. The framing should never exceed 16 inches on center. Keep the grooves clean before installing the Dexerdry flanges, and make sure there's no damaged boards being installed. The field of deck boards are now ready to be installed. Follow the instructions provided in the Installing Dexerdry video for properly seating the Dexerdry firmly between all the boards. This is the recommended installation of Dexerdry for perpendicular decks and decks with an inside corner. Following these instructions will provide the best results for your project. This deck was framed for the deck boards to run perpendicular. It's 20 feet long and 12 feet wide. With surface-mounted posts for the handrail, it's a perfect example of a perpendicular Dexerdry deck. The framing, the freeze board, the gutters, and the first deck board against the house were constructed in exactly the same way as the demo deck in this video, and today provides shelter for kayaks and firewood. It's worth mentioning that the balcony on this project is also a Dexerdry deck. It incorporates the more standard way of framing, allowing the deck boards to run horizontally against the house. Also fitted with top-mounted rails, the balcony provides a dry zone for an outdoor bar area. We hope this video helps you better understand using Dexerdry for your deck project. Please visit us at Dexerdry.com for all additional information about using Dexerdry to achieve the dry zone. Thanks for watching.